It is a proven fact that I have always loved gingers since I was in elementary school, literally. I had a crush on this little white boy named Reese. I have always had an obsession with red hair and freckles since I was little. I would love to make a ginger baby. I want to make gingerbread children, literally. I always set a trend. I always make everything okay to be a trend. Now y'all love gingers. Y'all don't love them as much as me.
I finally found me a girl cool enough to last me until I find a girl I really want.
I hate y'all. Like, I hate y'all. I really hate y'all. I really hate y'all.
A few moments later.
Hey, baby. So I'm doing 30 days of affirmations for Black men because they don't hear that they're loved as much as they should. Here is day 1. You are loved, you are valued, and you are needed, Black men. I love you if nobody told you today. Now send this to somebody that you know needs to hear this and come back for more. Mwah.
When I, created the term the reach back a few years ago, right? I was explaining to Black men that, the reach back usually happens later in life with these Keishas. They give their prime years to Pookies, right? And then after they, have Pookie children, they decide that they want to get productive, clean Black men, right? And the problem is that sometimes, they're successful at it. Let me tell you why the reach back happens. It's because usually they need help. The reason why they want, want you after all these years, they'll call you at 35, 40. It's because they need help. They're poor.
Would I be wrong to say that this country is committed to doing everything in its power to prevent Black women from generating wealth? In just 3 months, nearly 300,000 Black women left the U.S. labor force, and more than 518,000 Black women still haven't returned to the labor force since the pandemic began, leaving our real unemployment rate just above 10%. This is a compounding problem, okay? Without these public sector jobs that come with pensions, without these private sector jobs that allow you the opportunity to tax advantage retirement accounts, we're not going to have people who are able to save for retirement.
I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man.
I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man.
I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black man.
Black women, they are doing the same thing to us that they did to Black men 40 years ago, which is pushing us out of the workforce. That's what they did to Black men. And that is what caused the major divide within our community with regards to the gender wars. We saw Black men the way they wanted us to see them because they didn't have the upward mobility that we had because of our jobs that we were able to get in the federal government. For one, the federal government was one of the biggest job employers for Black women, and they're pushing us out left and right. We lost more jobs last month than any other demographic, and those jobs are not coming back. And if they come back, they're not gonna give them to us. I don't care what degree you got, because you can see right now they don't care nothing about those degrees. As soon as we started getting it, they ain't mean anything anymore. I say this to say we gonna have to work with Black men. We gonna have to work with Black men. Whatever grief you got with Black men, get over it. It's time for us to work together. We need them and they need us, and this is just more proof of that.
I wanted to share examples of what's actually going on today. Women who are swirling one day, pro-Black the next, and then sending Black male affirmations. Some of you take issue with this and have developed a ton of mistrust because of this mixed behavior. And that's where the reach back comes in. We've been covering off the reach back now for a few months. And the idea is that Black women, once they find out that they have no other options, put on fake femininity and try to attract a Black man to ultimately help them pay their bills or make their life easier. But the thing is, the reasons many of y'all are resistant to this is because it's not genuine. It's not based upon real love or respect or even genuine desire to build with the Black man. It's just literally an insurance policy. And it's purely motivated by financial necessity. And as soon as a financial scenario changes or improves, many of you fear the woman would go right back to the blatant disregard, leave, or go back to just blatant disregard for your humanity. A recent report came out which revealed that over 300,000 Black women lost their jobs in just 3 months. I mean, that's more than any other demographic. And while there are various reasons for us, obviously the defunding of federal programs and agencies play a huge role because Black women are disproportionately represented in those jobs. And with the advent of AI, it's also likely many of these jobs are just going away for good. And with the talks of a recession and inflation being stable and consistent as ever, it's putting a lot of ladies in heavy financial strain. Black women are some of the poorest and also some of the most likely to be unmarried or unpartnered and raising kids by themselves. And again, this just puts additional financial strain on the Black female population. Put simply, this means more Black women are facing financial struggles. And as this continues, we are likely to see more women resort to survival means. I mean, yes, we likely will see them scamming fake femininity. We'll see some put on empty niceties, hoping to foster an alliance, and others just give up entirely. But it is important to be aware of the social climate we are going on. A lot of ladies are aware of this. I mean, take, for example, the TikTok I shared with you earlier where the lady said, y'all need to put all of your issues aside and learn how to get along with Black men because you don't have the luxury to be single. I mean, she just flat out said it. And I can honestly appreciate that because she's telling the truth. Independence is actually becoming a luxury that very few can afford. And while I don't think that, women should begrudgingly learn how to get along with men, if nothing else, maybe that's the step in the right direction. But the problem is Black men have to be willing to work with them. And if there is a lack of inspiration, and if Black men all in all just feel like it's not a good deal and are not interested in building a community that they feel that they are ostracized from or not respected in, then it's going to be a hard sell. And that is the tension that we have today. Black women who are reaching back, who are saying, we need you, Black men, we love you, Black men. And Black men who gave up on the Black community, felt uninspired by the woman, felt overlooked by the men or women, and ultimately feel like there's no place for them and that they don't want to waste their time or energy trying to save a community that never respected them. It is a really strong tension. And I can't say I have the perfect answer. I do know that there are still beautiful and genuine women out there and that there are still healthy relationships happening, but I would be remiss if I was to, but I would be lying if I was to overlook the fact that, Black misandry has been in there for quite some time unaddressed. I would say honestly, as a Black woman, I wouldn't want to be navigating this scenario alone. I don't think it's good to do so. Obviously, if you're married and you have a husband, then you can, lean on his leadership. But if you're not, I think it is so important to get involved in the spiritual community where there can be leaders, elders, and it's basically basic accountability and even a safeguard as you are navigating this, as you're navigating the season that is becoming increasingly challenging, especially for women who are single and unemployed and do not have someone else to help them. So yeah, I'm just curious, you guys, what do you think? There's a lot to unpack here, a lot that I can't say that I fully understand, but it's going to be curious to see what happened. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.